All right, let's talk about one of the most game-changing technologies out there right now, generative AI. In the next few minutes, we're going to peel back the layers on this thing, figure out what it is, how it actually works, and maybe most importantly, where it's taking us. So let's just dive right in. So let's kick things off with a big what if. What if a machine could do more than just crunch numbers or spot patterns? I mean, what if it could actually create something new? Write a song that gets stuck in your head, design a building that changes a skyline, or maybe even dream? That might sound like science fiction, but it's not. That right there is the fundamental promise, the whole point of generative AI. Okay, so let's start with a big idea. When we throw around the term generative AI, what are we really talking about? The best way to get it is to think about what it's not. Traditional AI is like an analyst. It's brilliant at looking at a million photos and telling you which ones have a cat in them. But generative AI, it's an artist. Its whole job is to create a picture of a cat that has never existed before. It learns all the patterns of what a cat looks like and then makes its own. It's the difference between being a critic and being a creator. And this isn't just some cool party trick. This ability is already shaking up entire industries. It's a tool that can be a co-pilot for human creativity, it can automate ridiculously complex tasks, and it can tailor digital experiences so they feel like they were made just for you. It's a massive engine for innovation. Which, of course, brings us to the really fascinating part, the engine. How in the world does a machine go from just analyzing data to actually creating something brand new and original? This is the key question, right? It's one thing to say it creates, but how does it learn to do that? Well, the process is actually pretty elegant when you get down to it. The whole foundation for this is something called a neural network. And just like the name suggests, these are computer models that are literally inspired by the web of neurons in our own brains. They're built from the ground up to recognize and then replicate patterns, and that's the absolute first step towards creation. So, how does an AI actually write something? It's a pretty wild process. The model isn't thinking like we do, it's predicting. It chops up language into little pieces, turns them into math, figures out the context of what's being said, and then makes a super educated guess about what the very next word should be. And then it does it again and again, word by word, stringing them all together into sentences that make sense. Making an image is just as cool, but totally different. It literally starts with a screen full of random chaos. Just think of old TV static. Then the AI acts like a sculptor. It slowly and methodically refines that static, chipping away at the noise and adding structure, bit by bit, until a perfectly clear image emerges from the chaos. It's like finding a statue inside a block of digital marble. Okay, so we've covered what it is and the basics of how it works. Now for the really fun part, what can we actually do with this stuff? Let's open up the toolkit. The short answer here is a lot. Seriously, the impact of generative AI isn't just in one little corner of the world. We are seeing it completely change how businesses get things done, across pretty much every industry you can think of. And the uses are so practical. I mean, think about it. HR can instantly generate a perfect job description. Marketing can create 100 different versions of ad copy to test. Finance can automate those mind-numbing reports. It's quickly becoming this essential tool for just getting work done faster and smarter. But it's not just about business operations and efficiency, not even close. At the same time, we are watching this absolute explosion of tools that are kicking off a whole new creative revolution for artists, filmmakers, you name it. I mean, just look at the kind of stuff that's out there now. You've got tools like Midjourney that can create breathtaking images from just a sentence. Runway ML is changing video editing. 11 Labs can create a voice that sounds perfectly real from just text. The barrier to entry for creating really high-quality stuff has just plummeted. So, with tools this powerful becoming so common, it naturally leads us to the final and maybe the biggest question. What does this mean for the future of work and our relationship with technology? Maybe the most important shift happening right now is how we think about AI. For a long time, AI has been a tool. Like a hammer. You pick it up, you tell it exactly what to do, and it does it. But now it's evolving into an agent, something that can understand a goal and then figure out the steps to get there on its own. So what does that do to the job market? Well, for years, the idea was to be a specialist who just used AI in your field. But a powerful new role is popping up, the AI generalist. This isn't someone who's an expert in just marketing, but someone who's an expert at combining multiple AI tools to solve really big, complex problems. They're becoming the new architects of how businesses run.
And this is so critical. While, yeah, some tasks are going to be automated away, the story here isn't just about jobs disappearing. It's about jobs changing. This tech is creating brand new careers in fields that didn't even exist a few years ago. Things like AI strategy, or training these models, or designing how humans and AI can best work together. So that leaves us with one last, pretty big thought to chew on. As AI keeps shifting from being this passive tool that we command into an active agent that works alongside us, we have to ask, what is our new role in that partnership? And that's really the question that's going to define the next decade of our working lives.